This story is about betrayal planned in silence, is defeated by truth revealed with patience, and the calmest mind always wins in the end.
Security, escort this man out. Her voice didn't tremble. It never did when she was performing. The guard reached for his radio. Then he froze. His eyes lifted from my shoes to my face, and something ancient moved behind them. Recognition, maybe fear. He swallowed, leaned closer to the radio, and lowered his voice. "Ma'am, I think you need to come to the lobby. It's him." Silence spread through the glass and steel atrium. Phones stopped tapping, breaths held. I stood still, hands loose at my sides, watching reflections of myself fracture across polished marble. I looked calm. That was the trick. Calm was my weapon. From the elevator, I saw her, my wife. Sharp suit, new office, new life. Her eyes met mine, and for the first time in years, she forgot how to breathe. Inside my chest, something cold clicked into place. This wasn't rage, this was timing. 3 months earlier, she'd started coming home late, not messy late, purposeful late. Her phone never left her hand, but the screen was always angled away from me. She laughed at messages she didn't explain, smelled different, not perfume, confidence. I told myself stories, work stress, promotions, ambition. I was good at denial. I'd practiced it in boardrooms, in negotiations, in mirrors. But betrayal leaves fingerprints. A name slipped once, mid-sentence, corrected too fast. A calendar invite deleted, not declined. A weekend conference with no receipts. She didn't pull away from me physically. That was the cruel part. She stayed present enough to keep me sedated. Intimacy as anesthesia. I watched, I listened, I waited. Because suspicion isn't pain yet, it's a blueprint. I didn't confront her, I audited her. Phone records first, not messages, metadata. Patterns never lie. One number, repeating, always during meetings. Then corporate filings, her new company, the rapid rise, the investor who appeared out of nowhere. Him. I recognized the architecture immediately. Grooming disguised as mentorship. Affection masked as opportunity. I followed once, parked across the street, watched her laugh in a way she hadn't with me in years. I felt nothing. That scared me. At home, I played my role, supportive husband, proud smile, silent partner. Inside, every piece locked into place. Not anger, strategy. When the truth finally came, I wanted it documented, time-stamped, immutable. So I waited for the last proof. The email arrived at 2:17 a.m., a forwarded chain, sent by mistake. Arrogance always creates leaks. Plans, intimacy disguised as forecasts, promises written in corporate language, and one line that mattered. Once he's out of the picture, the shares are clean. I printed it, slowly. At breakfast, I slid the pages across the table. No explanation. She read. Color drained. Hands shook. "This isn't," she started. I raised one finger. She stopped. I asked one question, calm, precise. "Did you think I wouldn't notice?" Her silence answered better than words. She thought she'd won. That was the beauty of it. The office she stood in now? Mine. The funding? Mine. The investor? My proxy. I had designed the acquisition months before she met him. She'd mistaken access for power, a common error. In the lobby, I watched understanding crush her in stages. First confusion, then horror, then the slow realization that every step she'd taken had been inside a maze I built. "I trusted you," she whispered. I nodded. That was the mistake. I turned to the guard. "Let her stay," I said softly. "She works here." Then I leaned closer to her, just enough for the truth to land. Not for long. I left without looking back, not because it hurt, but because it didn't. Betrayal doesn't always break you. Sometimes it clarifies. It strips away illusion and leaves only structure. I didn't take revenge. I reclaimed authorship. She lost more than a marriage that day. She lost the story she'd been telling herself, the one where she was smarter, quieter, untouchable. I walked into the afternoon light feeling lighter than I had in years. Not healed, just finished. Some endings don't burn, they freeze.